Some of the engineers says providing more steel will provide more strength to your building. It's all myth, and due to the lack of knowledge, technical knowledge in the field of civil engineering or structural engineering, some of the engineers or contractors prefer to give additional strength such that they can avoid the risk. This is not absolutely right. Here I will be explaining you and showing practically how the reinforcement should be made and what are the common mistakes that has to be avoided during slab reinforcement and beam reinforcements. Here this is a 30, basically this is a 30 by 40 plot facing towards the east side. Yes, let us start from the first. Here, as you can observe here, this staircase should also be connected to this slab. This is the basic thing you should always remember. Here in this case we are using linked staircase or chain staircase. First let me explain you the framing, how it is done. Always remember the beams should be connected from one column to another column in a straight line to effectively transfer the load, wall load. If you see here, these beams are connected from one place to another. And second concept is, wherever the walls are coming above this floor, the beams should be supported below that. Wherever the walls are, either the beam should be provided or the slab itself has to be strengthened for this load. If you see here, at least if you provide a deep beam, you can provide concealed beam like this. Wherever these walls are given, the better choice is to provide a 4-inch brick wall or partition wall wherever you want to make internal walls where beams are not provided. And these secondary beams should be connected from at least from main beam to another beam. It will act as a secondary beam. This will be act as a secondary beam for the main beams, such that the framing should be closed always. Wherever you consider a beam, this has to form a closed loop. Here, this type of mistakes should not be done. Just like this beam, it is just to provide support the staircase. It has been provided. This beam should not be terminated in this fashion. It should be terminated at that end. These mistakes should be corrected. And the most common question which we receive is, what should be the reinforcement for beams? It always depends on the span of one beam from column to column. If you see here, based on the anchorage or fixity of that beam, we need to provide beam length of reinforcement for the beams. If you observe here, I can show you, this is a span of around 10 feet. In this beam they have provided top 12 dia 2 numbers and bottom 12 dia 3 numbers and stirrups at 200 center to center. This will be ideally sufficient for a 2-story or 3-story building with normal brick wall. If you see here, the common mistakes which everyone does in a common type of building is this anchorage length. Whenever you are terminating these bars, this has to be bent and taken down so that enough anchorage length to the top and bottom. If you see, both are terminate to the face of the column. This should not be done. It has to be bent in this way and taken downwards so that sufficient anchorage, tension and compression length has been developed. In terms of beam, it will be sufficient tension will be developed. You can see here the same mistake has been done. This will be revised and should be corrected. Should be bent towards the column, inside the column, both top and bottom, so that enough tension anchorage should be provided. If I tell tension, so many people will not be able to understand, so that the best possible way is, at least if you are providing a 1.5 feet beam, you should provide a bending of at least 300 mm, means 1 feet inside the beam. and similarly all the beams should be in the similar fashion. And one more important thing I forgot to tell is provision of cover blocks. Besides this bars whichever we are providing either for beams or slabs, you need to provide cover blocks of 25 mm minimum for hand beams. For beams it is 25 mm and for slabs it will be minimum 15 mm should be provided. Either you can place granite pieces or tiles pieces with 15 or 25 mm thickness, or you can get the cover blocks from the shop itself. The important thing you need to remember is the grade of the steel which you are providing, that should be Fe 550. The strength of the steel should be 550 grade steel. If you can observe here, this span for this much length is redesigned as one-way slab. Whenever you are loading from beam to beam, you need to design as one-way slab if the length L by this is the longer direction is more than the shorter one by 2 times. This is the short formula you can remember. In that case you should design it as one-way slab. Here at the supports, if you see here, if you can observe here, wherever the slab is supported on the beam, at that place both bottom reinforcement and top reinforcement is provided, because load will be more in top section of the slab. That is why this has to be cranked in this way, and if additional reinforcement is required, you need to add one more bars like this. And in this side also, since this span is discontinuous, this much of reinforcement is sufficient, so additional reinforcement is not required here. Only it has to be cranked in alter weight bars. If you see here, this is 5 inch center to center main bars and distribution is 6 inch center to center. The important and one more curious part is this one for hall. For the living hall, the slab design, the ceiling design has been made in the same profile as I am shown here. To avoid the internal work, we have made some brickwork at the bottom which can be removed after casting of concrete. This slab will be casted in this profile. Since this span is larger, we have provided cross reinforcements here at the corners. You can observe here. Based on the span, you can decide. Whenever the span is larger or whenever there is cutout, you need to provide this diagonal reinforcements or cross reinforcements. The same I am showing in all the 4 sides. Here also, you can see here, this is also designed as 2-way slab in this direction. 1 slab, 2 slabs. At the supports, cranked and additional bars has been provided here, and here also cranked and additional bars has been provided here. This is for canopy. This slab is also designed as one-way slab, which is supported in only these 2 sides, this side and this side. Not the load will be distributed on all these sides. Either sides the load will not be distributed. Only in these 2 sides the load will be distributed. This is about the spanning of slabs. The maximum spacing for slabs you can provide as per Indian codes is 1 feet, not more than 300 mm. You cannot space your bars. This is all about beams and slabs. For complete video how it is made, we will be uploading in the next video. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.